but we just made some delicious Jajangmyeon, if I'm saying that correctly.
Jajangmyeon.
It is a beautiful black bean paste, Korean traditional or Chinese. I've heard both sides. Not really sure.
Depending on which country you live in.
Yeah. We cooked up some zucchini, onion, carrot, garlic, cabbage, and then we have some cucumber sticks on the side. We have some beautiful udon noodles at the bottom. We have not tried it yet, so we're gonna dig right into it.
Mix it on up in here. We
mix
just freshly made, freshly served.
Woo!
Nothing like some good old home cooking.
Oh goodness, this looks good. We've only had one jajang before,
And that was an instant
and it was
ramen.
an instant ramen. So we really haven't had it before, so we're really excited for it.
Now we're getting something closer to the real deal. Veganized, of course.
It's so crazy because of how like black this looks.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the inside of our mouths look like after this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that color of black where it absorbs no light.
Oh yeah, the blackest
The blackest black.
Yeah. Gotta get my towel because this shit is black and it just gets everywhere.
You drop one noodle on your shirt and it's done.
Alright, let's go in for it.
First bite, I'm just gonna focus on the noodles first.
Yeah, same. Alright.
Let's see how these do.
Oh, very vinegary.
Ooh.
A little, it's okay.
It's a little tart. Okay, so we definitely just had to take a break and fix this shit because the recipe we followed, it was straight vinegar.
So
and
vinegary.
bitter, like it did not really even taste like the paste because we tried the paste too and it was much better before we added anything else. So we doctored it up a little bit, threw a little bit of sugar, soy sauce, salt in there.
Yeah, there was
and now it tastes more edible.
Yeah, there was no soy sauce in the recipe. There's also no spice, which I would love some spice in here, but there's also no spice. I don't know if that's traditional or if that's just this recipe, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely make this again, but maybe just do it how I think it would taste good, or maybe follow a different recipe because that one was not very good. And I measured everything too.
Yeah, we could like do it similar, but kind of do more stuff we like.
I like vinegar in my sauce, but that was just like my first bite was like, okay, that's vinegar.
A bit oppressive. It's so thick and creamy.
Yeah, it's really thick. Like it calls for like a thickening starch, which we had glutinous rice flour. Oh, and it definitely helped because this was super runny before I added that. The cucumbers are actually a really good addition. I think it adds like a nice freshness to it.
Oh yeah.
So if anyone knows me out there, I've been really obsessed with Skoolie life, which is basically you renovate a school bus and then you go travel and live in it. Well, David has recently dug into that and been getting really into it on YouTube and watching videos. So now in our free time, we either watch videos on how to renovate a bus or play video games. So that's what we do.
Those are our hobbies.
Just watching videos on compost toilets and how they cost $1,000.
So if you're wondering why we're not posting as much, that would be why.
Also, I'm really busy at work. Juggling work. Dude, I have not used chopsticks in a minute. We've been cooking like more American meals, so.
Oh yeah.
Juggling work and YouTube and everything, it's hard, but we're good. We're still growing. We're
We're
proud
making it
of ourselves.
happen. We've both been working a little more, so, and we're addicted to video games, so.
Yeah, it's a holiday, so there's like holiday events on the video games. I'm like, well, I come home from work, I eat. I'm like, well, guess I'll play video games until 7 a.m.
Yep. Fuck sleep.
We've been playing a lot of Ark Survival Evolved. That game, I can play for probably 28 hours straight and think I played for 7 minutes. Like,
Dude, time flies on that shit.
that game is so addicting because there's always progress to be had. Like, I'm always doing something new. So this is David's first time actually having udon noodles too. Do you like them?
I mean, you know, they're a lot like thicker.
Yeah, they're really thick. Yeah.
They really remind me of rice cakes, actually.
Oh, yeah.
They remind me of rice cakes in a noodle form. Like they're a little chewy like that. I do like them actually. Yeah. I think as far as like Asian style noodles, I still prefer ramen.
Really?
Yeah. I think these fit really well with the dish because it's like
It's
they're
hearty.
absorbing the sauce and they're very hearty. Yeah, and they kind of add to like the creaminess.
I know you can't relate, but like this whole dish kind of like reminds me of like SpaghettiOs or something because it's creamy and it has that thick noodle and it doesn't have meat. It just, I don't know, it just reminds me of that. This past weekend, we were supposed to go to Gyoji with our friend Austin because it was his birthday on the 2nd. And we decided against it because the weather was bad and COVID is kind of up in Korea, so we didn't go. But then on the weekend, he called us and he's actually in the hospital there because he got really bad food poisoning and he got it from eating sea sponges, I guess. He ate some local food there because it's like a island.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are the fucking odds, dude? But he posted a picture of his medical bill, and I think he stayed the night, and they gave him some fancy medicine, and it cost less than $30 in Korea. It was like 24 USD.
That is embarrassing.
I know one of his Korean friends commented on like the thing he posted about it, and they're like, how much would you expect to pay in the States? And we're like, oh, you know, just maybe a couple thousand, no biggie. And they're like, what?
Easily 1,000.
Well, he had a rare kind
It's
too.
ridiculous. Yeah, they don't have the antitoxin, like.
Reform healthcare in the States, please.
Please.
You can cancel student debt too.
Yeah.
Nobody will, you know.
We won't mind.
I mean, some people will, but I won't.
Anyone with college debt won't.
And this is a lot of food. We have more over there.
Yeah. This.
There's filling.
This is too much sauce.
It's too much sauce.
Oh yeah. I told him. I said that doesn't look right. Like that's too much. He said, well, just follow the recipe.
Just make it. I mean, like, I don't know if it's too much. We could just pick around it.
Way too much.
But it was, yeah. This recipe was fucked.
The kinds I've seen in restaurants and stuff, like in videos and pictures, people have that much sauce.
They do. I always see it on like packaging for food
That's a
and
lot
shit.
of sauce.
I'm like, damn.
I don't love that
Are you
much.
supposed to drink the fucking sauce? Like, it's not that good. At least what we made. Maybe we're just bad at making this. It's our first time.
I actually said to use like button mushrooms, but we used shiitake. I think that's like one
I
of
think
the best
shiitake
parts.
was a pro move, yeah.
But we added carrots instead of celery. Nah, I hate celery.
Yeah, but the celery would have been a vibe.
I cannot eat celery. I absolutely hate celery. Celery and like ginger. I can do ginger and stuff sometimes.
You know what I used to do with celery? I had this like misconception in my head that celery didn't taste like anything.
Oh,
So I'd put celery in my smoothies.
and then
So,
put
like-
in your smoothie.
Dude, it sucked. And then it would get really stringy too, and it
Yeah.
would get stuck in my teeth when I drank it.
No, you gotta add spinach. Spinach doesn't taste like any. Spinach, you really.
I
can't
eventually
taste.
did, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I eventually started using spinach instead.
Spinach in a smoothie is the best. I haven't had a smoothie in so long.
I'd kill someone for a smoothie.
It sucks living in a country where you can't drive when you love driving and road trips.
I know, we've been talking about road trips and the whole bus life thing. It's just like, man, we want to just do something.
It's because we're in
Get
Korea.
out there.
Technically, we're like in Korea traveling, but we're not
Well,
traveling that much. And
It's COVID season, you know.
and we get really
and-
car sick from the buses and
It just sucks to travel, man.
We're-
The only thing that's not that bad traveling is a train.
yeah.
And you know, you can only go certain places in a train. Let's just road trip as soon as we get back home.
That's what we plan on doing. Every year I would go on a big road trip. The last one I went on, we went to Colorado and back, and we went to Pikes Peak and everything like that.
Mount Rushmore and Badlands.
I went on one by myself too, and I went all like the East Coast, all the way up Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, all the way down.
You know what we should do?
What?
When we get home, well, home is in the States. That's always like home.
Yeah, always.
We should hit all 48 inland states on one trip.
I have all of them!
Yeah, but on one trip.
No, I have 46, yeah. And I'm missing Washington, Alabama, Alaska, and Hawaii. That's the ones I need. Oh, Michigan, so I have 45. So if you think going on a 48 state road trip is worth it and you want to see a video, let us know in the comments because that might happen actually. I'm experienced, David will learn. You know, we can get it done. So if you want to see that, like when we go back to the States, we actually don't know where we're going at after Korea. We might go back to the States, do that road trip. We might go to Spain. We might go to anywhere that we can get a job, basically.
Anywhere.
Yeah, so if you want to see that, let us know in the comments. While you're there, tell us how ugly we are or how nasty our food is. And while you're down there also, you can hit that subscribe button and that like or dislike button. That's okay. And
As long as you interact.
we're really grateful that you're watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.